We'll get this on video.
I have to pee really bad. I'm not raging anymore. I can't do it. I don't like to poop on people.
But he will.
But I will.
Welcome back. We're the Bourbon Junkies.
We are.
He's Dan. I'm Sean.
I am.
I just can't with you right now.
I don't think either of us can right now.
No, we cannot.
Today.
Ha there.
I just want to be like overly active with my hands.
Animated.
That's a better word, actually. Today we drink the new hotness.
I'm just watching you flip that over. Get that duct tape off.
Oh, wow.
Actually, that came off great. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow. Okay, if you buy Basil Hayden's, trust me on this, pull as hard as you can.
Yeah.
Get all the nonsense off.
It's nonsense.
Oh, it looks smooth.
I
I have such a problem with Basil Hayden's. We've been over this 1,000 times.
Is it 40 proof?
No, but it is 80 proof. That's 40%.
Ah, yeah, okay. 80 proof? Yeah, I knew what it meant. Is it 40%? Like every
Like
Basil
every
Hayden?
Basil Hayden's ever made. 10 years old. Listen.
Please stop.
The oldest Basil Hayden that's ever been made.
You know, we have these watch glasses.
I know, but I'm just going to...
That's good.
I don't like Basil Hayden's, man. You're going to be really disappointed.
So here's the problem. My buddy was rolling through Chicago.
He was.
Started sending pictures of stuff they had.
Sexy
and
whiskeys.
we might want to put up just a picture of the screenshot of me saying, I don't want to buy something
I'll try to find it.
that I know I'm going to be disappointed with. And that's most of Basil Hayden's lineup.
Would you say most?
I like the dark rye.
Dark rye's not bad.
Nice wine.
2x2, horrendous. Normal Basil Hayden, not good. Dark rye, if you like port wine, it's good. If you don't like port wine, you'll hate it.
How do I smell something that's 10 years and it smells young?
Yum. Grassy. Green, grain forward.
So it's blended, is what I'm going to guess.
With what?
Other
It can't
young
be.
whiskey.
It's not allowed to be. You can't have an age statement on a
That's what
bottle
they're doing.
like that.
I don't know.
You're not allowed to have whatever's on the bottle has to be the youngest age stated barrel. And 10, so 10 is the youngest thing in here. Aged for 10 years in the foothills of Kentucky. Big oak aromas with hints of char, vanilla, and rye. I've heard good things about the palate and bad things about the finish. Why does it smell young?
I don't know.
Is that the youngest smelling 10-year you've ever had?
Yes.
You know what?
We could literally get out McKenna
You know
and it doesn't
what?
even smell like that.
Oh, McKenna's awesome though.
McKenna is awesome, but that is a 10-year
You know
age-dated
what?
bourbon.
I think they used young water to proof it down.
I thought you were gonna hit me with something there, and then you did. You hit me with something there. Young water. This has got to be a high rye mash bill. Like there's
All
some.
Basil Hayden's is high.
Yeah.
I think so. My understanding is this is Basil Hayden's, a normal
Just
bottle,
aged 10
but
years?
10 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which I think is like 35% rye.
It's really high rye. Like
throw
compared,
it-
like it
Throw it in the description.
shits on Buffalo Trace mash bill for high rye. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's got that rye characteristic in the
The
nose.
weird thing,
but
though-
for some odd reason, it just translated as grassy. And I think
Grain
that's
forward.
what. Yeah, it's coming off young because of that.
Here's the thing. We've had younger ryes that cover up grain really well.
Handy.
Huh?
What?
They say handy.
Yeah.
So we've had, just drop. It's like you're dropping names.
Yeah.
Like,
Name
so the weird thing about it is, with it being so high rye, it seems like it would taste even or smell even less young. I wish you would have brought. You have your normal Basil
Hayden.
Basil Hayden's.
You know what it is? I'm gonna just pinpoint it right
Yeah,
now.
do it,
Here's
nail
the
it,
problem.
knock it out.
Stop putting shit to 40%. It feels like
Immediately.
you put too much water. You're trying to prove something down,
Young water.
and you put too much water.
Yeah.
You put too much water into it, and you're like, oh, it tastes empty. Like physically, it rolls around your mouth like water, and you're like,
It does taste high rye. It tastes spicy for how empty it is. Is that weird?
you know.
The palate isn't unenjoyable. Let's put it this way. So
No,
the
it's
palate
not.
is really, really, really heavy sweetness.
If it just came
Corn,
at 50%,
vanilla.
it'd probably be amazing. It'd probably
It'd be
I
better.
wouldn't say amazing. It'd be probably
It'd be better.
it'd be good.
How much was it? $60?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait for that grade. That's coming in.
The nose is like heavy corn, sweetness of like corn grain. It's almost like when you dump a bag of corn feed, like for the ducks. If we dump a bag of corn feed, it smells.
It
a lot
tastes
like that.
malty to me. Like
Now they claim the smoky finish. All right.
malty is.
You
how
know
it
what the
tastes.
finish is? Non-existent.
Not good?
Non-existent.
Yeah, okay,
I don't think that exists. The palate isn't unenjoyable. The palate's like a nice, really grain-forward sweetness.
It's not good. I am ready to
It's young.
dumpster this.
It's young.
I don't understand it. It's a 10-year age-gated
This is
bottle.
the youngest tenure I've ever had.
You handed this to me and it was like 2 years? That makes sense.
If you told me this was 4, I wouldn't be surprised. Hey, instead of spending 60 on this, spend 60 on a new riff, which is 50 and 4 years old and somehow not this young. Why is it young? Can somebody explain? If somebody can explain why this smells and tastes really grain forward for
Being 10
that
years.
would be great. For being 8 years. Well, name the last thing. Early times is 4 or 5 years.
This has now become a plug for early times. Early times is great.
This has become a plug for everyone except Basil Hayden's. I've named 3 other bottles so far.
You know how like sometimes you're like, I don't like this style or this kind of. I just don't like Basil Hayden feel.
Here's the thing.
Proof down.
Is this better than 2x2 rye? Probably.
Oh yeah, don't buy that either though.
Mind you, they're both like $50 to $60 bottles.
Back to us getting called for that and saying, nay, I've got one.
Which I had in the video.
I literally have a paperweight.
Yeah.
You could probably hand this to me with regular Basil Hayden's and have been like, huh?
You know what this might be good
What is
for?
Basil Hayden's in 9 years? Ooh, like a Manhattan. I bet it'd be great in Manhattan, honestly.
Did you just say, is Basil Hayden 9 years?
Because I don't taste a difference between
Like
what
one
Basil
more
Hayden.
year.
Yeah, they gave it like a few extra days.
Like every other Basil Hayden is right there. And they just turned the key on the 1 more month. I don't know. That's okay. I'll get some apple on the nose now that it's opened up a little bit.
It's not gonna.
Hit that grade.
I am so spot on.
Hit that grade. I can't disagree. I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt right now.
D plus, C minus. Like, what do you want from me? Like, I literally can't tell anyone to buy this for $60.
No, hold on. This is the best part about this whole thing that I just remembered. This it might still be selling. It depends on when you watch this. This was selling for $100 on secondary. I can buy 3 bottles of Bullet for this and have $10 left over and buy a candy bar and then have $8 left over.
And that's the gas to get there and back. Yeah.
But here's the problem.
Oh.
The expectation of you putting a 10-year age statement on a label.
Yeah.
With the 2x2 rye, you tried some stuff. I don't hate that.
Yeah.
You attempted
It's
to
something
put
different,
bourbons
yeah.
and whiskey or ryes together, and
Yeah.
you tried something.
Yep.
Gave it a shot, right? Let's
You
experiment
took
a
your
little bit.
flagship, aged
Sure.
it 10 years,
And then called it
we're
good.
like, ooh.
And then people are selling it for $100 in secondary. If you go to Benny's, don't buy this for 60, 40, 20.
I got straight bamboozled on this one.
It's
Looks cool though.
unfortunate.
Glad it's on our shelf. Anyways,
You gotta stop supporting Basil Hayden's. Hey, next release, we're not buying.
probably not.
Unless it's 100 proof.
The problem is we heard good things about this too.
Fred
And
Minnick. Fred Minnick is a god amongst men in the whiskey community. Here's the issue. His palate is so much different than ours. I don't care if it's more advanced. He said Peerless was like top 4 or 5 for the year. And then he said this had a really good palate and a poor finish. The palate is just really young grain-forward whiskey.
Yeah, and the finish is literally not there. I don't know how you're.
He was
getting
right
a-
on the finish.
I don't know how you're getting a finish.
No, he said the finish. He said the
Oh,
finish
finish
didn't
was lacking?
exist. Yeah, he
Like-
said the palate was good.
I don't
know. That's
You're not
whatever.
getting a finish on any 40%
Yeah.
whiskey. Like it's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, he was right on the finish for sure. Cool.
You also don't get flavor. But we're the bourbon junkies.
If you like corn, you'll like this whiskey.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yes.
I'm
Please.
Sean,
I'm Dan.
and the proof is in the pour.
A different pour, but it's in a pour. It's in a pour today.